Petra here from Mama Sheba Art, and today we're going to be looking at Elizabeth Yates, who was the British Empire's first Lady Mayor, as they put it. I had never actually heard of Elizabeth Yates before I started looking into her, and she's a really fascinating person. So let's get into the story of who she was. So Elizabeth Yates was born Elizabeth Oman. She was born between 1840 and 1848 in Scotland. She immigrated to New Zealand in 1853 or roundabouts with her family, with her mother, her father and her sister. I believe her father was a labourer. I'm not sure what her mother was, but anyway. She then was married to a well-known mariner and then became Elizabeth Yates. He also served as mayor of Onehunga in Auckland for a little while. So Elizabeth was a hugely strong supporter of the women's suffrage movement in New Zealand. She was in fact, the first woman to record her vote in Onehunga in the first general election that women were allowed to vote in New Zealand in November 1893. In that same year, 1893, she had been nominated and she accepted the nomination to run for mayor of the Onehunga borough. So the day after the general election was when the borough's mayorship, is that what it's called? I don't know. When that was decided, who was going to be mayor, who was going to be councillors, all of that kind of thing. So she won by 13 votes, and she, then became the first female mayor in the entire British Empire. When she was elected, she received congratulations from the Premier Richard Seddon and also Queen Victoria, so that kind of, I guess, tells you what a big deal it was that she was elected. However, not everyone was very happy about a woman being made mayor. There were 4 councillors in the borough and the town clerk. They resigned immediately in protest. The existing councillors during their meetings would also make it really difficult for her, and there were 3 of them in particular that decided that they were going to just disagree with anything she suggested, anything she decided. And also during meetings, the public would often come in and sort of heckle and jeer and just be incredibly disruptive. And of course this was all reported in the papers, and the readers gobbled up the stories of the debacle, really, of these meetings. However, I was reading, despite the hardships and issues she faced, she, at the end of her term, she served for a year. She definitely made a huge amount of significant improvements to Onehunga, including she upgraded roads, footpaths and sanitation. She reorganised the fire brigade and sorted out the district's debt. So she served for a year, and then a significant time later, in 1899, she served on the council, not as mayor, but as a councillor, from 1899 to 1901. But then she ended up dying in Auckland on the 6th of September 1918. Elizabeth sounds like she was like a incredibly strong woman who, knew she was capable and knew that women should have a more significant role in public life and running the country and, all of these things. She was really fascinating. So I will definitely link to a bunch of websites and things in the description below. I did find a really amazing video. It's a silent film, of course, of her, which I'll link to as well. It's from from Ngā Tonga, which is our New Zealand's archive, Sound of Vision archives. They have uploaded and restored a film of Elizabeth called, I think it's the world's first lady mayor or something. It is, in fact, New Zealand's second oldest surviving film and the oldest complete film, which is just so cool. So if you'd like to check that out and a more detailed, in-depth history of Elizabeth, definitely check out the links in the description below. So here is the finished piece. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely check out the links in the description below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!